Today on the channel, we get down to business. The Hurt Business with Bobby Lashley, Mattel Elite Series 89. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel WWE Elite Series 89 unboxing and review. And today, via the Hurt Business, we've got Bobby Lashley, and I'm excited to get this Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley been a favorite of mine for a long time. Big, jacked up dude, MMA wrestler, hybrid. He's got a little bit of everything, and I love that kind of stuff. If you could just put a face paint on or a mask and some tattoos, he might be my favorite of all time. Who knows? But here's what we get with him, and I'm glad we're getting Hurt Business Bobby Lashley as let's call it year and a half, 2 years. We've gotten some throwback Bobby Lashleys from ECW. We got the Royal Rumble one. We've got a few of those over the years, but now we're finally getting a modern day Bobby Lashley. And Bobby Lashley doesn't change his appearance a ton outside of the tights, but the tights just added a different dynamic, and I'm glad we got it in figure form. We got his title belt as well, which is really cool. We have the Hurt Business now. We have MVP, a modern MVP from the last Elite line, Series 88. We unboxed that on the channel. Check that one out. And then we got Cedric Alexander back in 67, Elite 67, I want to call it. He came with the NXT Cruiserweight belt. And then we also got a Shelton Benjamin in Elite 63. So the Hurt Business can finally be built on my display and my detolfs behind me. So I'm excited for that. But what we're going to do in this review is we're going to do it just like all the other reviews. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll bring out the Hurt Business. We'll do some comparisons like we always do at the end. So stay tuned. So let's take a look at the packaging. First on Bobby Lashley. Elite 89 up top, Elite logo up top. Got the WWE logo. Some people don't like it. I do like it. Calls it out. We always got to take that step back, put on the old business hat. You got to have that up front. It's got to be eye-catching, and it is, and I think it looks really good. I do really feel like this packaging is a throwback to older Elite styles with a little bit of network spotlight thrown in. All in all, I am a fan of this, as you guys are aware. It just feels like it's a little cheaper cardboard or plastic, or maybe both is the only negative I have, but I open my stuff, so it's not that big a deal to me. I got Bobby Lashley down here looking only like he can look in his glamour shot, and then you got his name down there, of course. You got Bobby in the package with the title belt accessory, which is always cool. We'll always take a belt. And you got Bobby in the glamour shot, WWE logo above his head, the Elite collection down below. And you got his name, you got True Effects, all that fun stuff right there. Warnings, UPCs. No Jedi Master Points with Elites. We should have Elite Master Points. That would be something, wouldn't it? Then you got Bobby Lashley glamour shot holding up the title. We got the tail of the tape. We got a little bit of blurb. We got the cross sell, and we're helping kids through play. So all the things you'd want on the back of a package. From Colorado Springs, Colorado, beautiful this time of year. One time I had to go to a meeting in Colorado Springs. I immediately went to the airport, to the hotel for the meeting, went out of the hotel, back on a plane, and flew back. And that was my Colorado Springs adventure. Quite the time. 6'3" is his height, 273 pounds weight, and his finisher, the Hurt Lock. There you go. Career highlights: WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion, ECW Champion. Hello, how did they miss that? Come on, what are we doing? The Almighty dominated The Miz to win his first WWE Championship, proving why he's the Chief Hurt Officer of the Hurt Business. So like I said, I'm a Lashley fan. I like his work. I really loved MVP from when he first came to WWE all those years ago, but him as a mouthpiece, kind of like an Ole Anderson mouthpiece slash wrestler at the end of his career. I like what MVP's doing with them. I think they're a perfect team. I think it was absolutely insanity to break up the Hurt Business. I'm glad they seem to be back together, at least as of this. That's the way it should be. It gives Shelton and Cedric something to do, gets them on TV. Shelton Benjamin, one of the most misused talents in WWE history. Yes, I said it, in history. And I would like to see Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar before I die. I think that's a match we'd love to see. Two MMA guys going at it, two high-level wrestlers, and then, of course, high-level pro wrestlers. I mean, styles make fights, as they say, and I think they could really work something out pretty cool. I would love to see that, and it looks like if they did it right now, Brock would be more akin to the good guy, so that would be an interesting one. But I think there's a lot of meat on the bone still for Bobby Lashley. And he's a guy that never ages. He's always looked the same age, which is pretty cool. I guess maybe it's that bald head. I don't know. But let's dig in. Let's see what's going on with Mr. Lashley here. There's always this tape. It's like, I've said it before, it's like the Ultimate Editions. I've not opened up enough of these to have my memory down to where to cut the tape yet. I always forget the top and the bottom, but it is what it is. First world problems, as they say, right? Red background, pretty cool. See you later. Get out of here. Oh, we got him strapped in. We got some of those rubber bands. I wonder if you guys watch my Star Wars reviews. We always have these dental floss rubber bands that have disintegrated over the years. I wonder if these Elite ones will do the same thing. We'll see. We'll see. 20 years from now, we'll unbox some. There he is in a plastic prison. Plain, but this is the way he needs to look. This looks like all business Bobby Lashley. Really disappointed, actually, now that I see this. He does not come with extra hands. Where's his fist? Lashley needs a fist. He should have one. So we just have 2 open hands with him. Huh. You know, I'm looking at these eyes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get it out of the package and we'll really investigate. Something might be amiss. Something maybe has run afoul, as some might say. See you later up high, over the top, over the uprights. Good little there. All right, let me straighten Lashley out. Let me straighten out this young man. He's got his elbow pad on there. That's nice. The body looks good. Now, the head is where we get a little bit lost. He's got a little bit of a bobble head action going on that's a little... Let me pull this off real quick. Sometimes you got to blow on it like an old Nintendo game back in the day. You'd have to almost play the harmonica in it. Sometimes you got to do that to make the bobblehead go away. If you're lucky, that'll work. No, it didn't really help at all, so take that back. But I don't know, this Lashley, he's got a little of the side eye, and I don't think it's probably supposed to be that way. I'm guessing it's the true effects, maybe just off a hair. It doesn't look terrible, but it just looks like he's giving somebody the side eye. Like my daughter Emma in the back of the Jeep when she gives me the side eye when I'm driving sometimes. That's what he looks like he's got going on there. But all in all, it is Bobby Lashley. It seems to be a new head. Great body on Bobby Lashley. Big, jacked up dude. It definitely works. He's got the articulation. I will say he does have the pinless joints. He also has the double-jointed elbows going on and double-jointed knees. So we're seeing more and more of that new technology, and we absolutely love it. The future is here. It's like Dippin' Dots. The ice cream of the future, today, that's what we got here. We've got the wrestlers of the future today. So he's got the elbow pads. He does have removable hands. I think we've had enough Bobby Lashleys, and I'd have to dig in my bags and bags of hands. I about have a trash can full of hands at this point. But you could get some different hands for Lashley if you really wanted to, as they are removable. Kind of sad that they didn't come with extra hands. I'm not the guy that screams for extra hands, but I don't know how you have 2 holding hands for Bobby Lashley. One of these should have been a fist or something. We should have had something a little bit more imaginative on this one than that. But it is what it is. But we have enough hands, we could probably figure something out, but we shouldn't have to. That's what I'm going to say about that. I did say I love the tights on this one. That's what we needed. We needed a tights Bobby Lashley, and they gave us that. We got the Hurt Business on the side. A lot of gold and black coloring. You got that classic Bobby Lashley pose on the side. So it really does give a touch to his past, with the Hurt Business being a touch of his future. A lot to like about that. I like that a lot. We got the white and the black on the boots here. Black and white, always a tough color to match without overspray. For the most part, it's pretty good. There's a couple of spots that are a little bit rough, but nothing I would complain about too loud. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? I'm sure he does. Why would he not? He's got to fit on one of those, right? Maybe not. Yeah, he'll fit. He'll fit. There it is. Got to put him on the stand. We got the title belt here. Let's see how this belt looks. Okay, it's a good belt. You know, we've seen a few of the belts be like the Brutus Beefcake tag title. Really dull, almost like a basic belt when we used to get belts in the basic. That's what it felt like. This feels like an elite belt, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy that we at least got one accessory here, Bobby Lashley. Not a lot of accessories with this one. Not a ton of money in this line spent on him, but it looks good with the belt with him. I'm just glad we have a belt to display with Lashley. Solid figure. You got to have it to complete your Hurt Business. You do. You can use a tights or a trunks, I should say. Lashley, it's just not the same. You need a tights Lashley, so I think this will be a good one. I just grabbed the first Lashley I saw. I believe this is a Royal Rumble Lashley from, was this 2 years ago maybe? I think that's right. He did come with the headband or the hat. I have him displayed with the hat. He's got the extra hands where he's kind of doing the yes chant going on. But that's kind of the Bobby Lashley pose, especially back then. But I think this one came with extra hands, so I might be able to pull a hand from that to put onto this. Choose my own hand adventure, as I always say. But there it is right there. Then let's grab the Hurt Business. Why wouldn't we? Elite 67, Cedric Alexander. A little loose ab crunch on this one. A little disappointing there. Always disappointing. But you got Cedric. We could use an updated Cedric. I almost wonder when we'll get the Hurt Business. If we'll get a new Shelton and Cedric. Maybe that would be something we get in the Showdown packs. I'd really, truly like to have Elites. But I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. We'll see. Especially Shelton Benjamin. This Elite 63 Shelton Benjamin. I believe it's 63. 63 was an interesting one, as that was where the Chase figures came back into the Mattel mix. A lot of people think the Chases started with 63, but if you go way back to the start of basics, there was a lot of Chases in there with Ted DiBiase, Chris Jericho, for example. Was there Jack Swagger? Maybe there was another, but there was a few Chases back in the day. But this is where we hit the modern day with 63. There's been a Chase in every set since. That Chase was really special because it gave us the gold standard Shelton Benjamin. So we got one of those, so that was pretty cool. And then, of course, Elite 88 MVP, a personal favorite of mine. I love MVP. So I'm happy to have this Hurt Business finally flushed out. I can finally put them on a shelf in my D12 together like they should be. Great timing, as Bobby Lashley is all over WWE TV, Monday Night Raw, of course. And I got to think there's going to be some big things for him in the future. Like I said, there's got to be that Brock Lesnar match. It just has to happen one of these days. You would have to think. So hopefully it happens in the next year or so. It'd be a great Mania match if they can really build to it. Maybe the Hurt Business there. You do something like, how cool would it be if they had the Hurt Business with Lashley and somehow they got Otis and Chad Gable, two other wrestlers, and put them with Brock, and we have something like that. I don't know. They'd have to do a lot of storytelling to get there, but maybe something like that would be pretty cool somewhere along the way. That, you know, Brock has like his team angle like he used to have with Haas and Shelton Benjamin, of course. Do something like that with Otis and Chad Gable with Brock Lesnar. I think it'd be pretty cool. You know, those Minnesota, Wisconsin boys, you know, they're both corn-fed and, you know, big dudes, big jacked up dudes. I don't know if Otis is so jacked up, but you know where I'm going with that. So some future booking plans, you guys out there at WWE land, feel free to use that if you want. But happy to have Bobby Lashley in full tights. I'm finally happy to have the Hurt Business complete, or as complete as it's going to be, at least as of right now, for my shelves. So for Elite 89, Bobby Lashley. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this WWE Elite Series 89 unboxing and review. Make sure you leave me a comment down below. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And of course, follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram, and of course, ProWrestlingTees.com. For Elite Series 89, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.